Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. First of all, huge props to Matt Reeves, Jeff Johns, James Gunn even, dispelling all those rumors that the Batman is not part of the DC Extended Universe. So it's been clarified today. The Batman is part of the DC Extended Universe. It's just not going to have any cameos from the other Justice League members. So there you have it. It's part of the DC Extended Universe. We can all stop freaking out about now. Although I did wish he came out and says, and by the way, Ben Affleck is still Batman. But yeah, we'll save it for another day. Alright, cool. But that's not what we're here to talk about. You probably clicked on this because you want to hear about Batman resurrects Superman. So we all know that in Man of Steel, there is a thing called the Codex that contains every Kryptonian knowledge, all the history of Krypton into one little weird-looking skull-like shape, and Jor-El actually implanted that into Kal-El, into Superman himself. Mark Hughes did an interview, and this is all from that set visit, that Kryptonians also have a mother box. So that means Amazons have a mother box, Atlanteans has a mother box, Man has a mother box, and now Kryptonians have a mother box. Well, we haven't seen the mother box on Krypton. A lot of people out there, fans, have been speculating that is it possible that the Codex is the mother box? Let's go back to the Justice League scene. When the Justice League trailer in Comic-Con came out, there is a scene shot where Batman is on what appears to be a statue. He's looking down at something, and it cuts to a different shot. He's on a scaffolding instead, and that is he's actually looking over a Kryptonian, the scout ship that landed, and that's where Lex Luthor went in to Zod's body. So let's go back and say, wait a minute. If Batman, Bruce Wayne, is as smart as Lex Luthor, or maybe even more smarter, maybe he goes and interrogates Lex Luthor again in prison. That's where we get Lex Luthor's cameo. He interrogates him. He finds out a little bit more about what Lex did to Zod's body in order to bring him back in that form. And maybe Lex reveals that truth to him, that the ship is able to do that, has the technology to do that. And so Batman, Bruce Wayne, goes under the nose of the Justice League members, not letting them know that he's doing this, looking at the hologram of Superman, not Supergirl. He's looking at the hologram because the computer is trying to tell him, trying to figure out how to bring him back. Gets Superman's body, goes to the ship, puts him in the ship, and somehow figures out that the ship is able to possibly resurrect Superman. And upon doing so, he finds out about the Codex. The Codex that's within Superman. The Codex that could possibly give life to Superman again, utilizing the ship. Instead of his own blood, like how Lex Luthor tarnished Zod's body with his own blood, he literally just puts Kal-El in there. The Codex just takes over, starts reforming the body or the heart, wherever, and out comes Superman. Now, the way I'm thinking about this is that if the Codex, it works just like the mother box. Look at how the mother box in the BVS scene forms and resurrects, or pretty much makes Cyborg. What if the Codex works in the same fashion, but without that technology around Cyborg to mimic that? The Codex kind of uses the fluids within the ship and creates pretty much life, because the ship makes Kryptonian. Krypton was able to make babies, and you see that in Man of Steel. So using that possibly like an amniotic fluid in a sense, combined with the Codex, combined with Superman's body, Batman Bruce Wayne could have figured out how to resurrect him without telling any of the Justice League members. He will tell one person though. He'll tell Alfred that if anything happens, Superman might come and show up, and I need you to be here to tell him what's going on. That will make total sense in the last part of the trailer where he says, he said you'd show up. And I hope it's not too late, because Bruce Wayne did know that Superman is coming back, because he himself had planted Superman in the ship with the Codex in that amniotic type fluid and was able to bring him back. So that's my theory. It's a combination of other people's theories, and I kind of put two and two together and put it all into one. I definitely do not know how Superman comes back. We always thought that maybe Darkseid will bring him back, or some form, or he bring him back himself, or heals like Wolverine. I have no idea, but it'd be pretty kind of cool that Batman resurrects Superman because he's smart like that. And if Lex Luthor is able to resurrect Zod and something else, Batman can bring back Superman. And it's so much into Batman's character that he knows exactly what's going on. And it's so much of him in character that he doesn't tell the other League members what he's doing. That's just how Batman works in most of the DC comics. Alright guys, what do you guys think about this theory? How do you think Superman will come back? Do you think Batman will have any partake in it? Still thinking Supergirl's involved? Or are you really thinking that Superman will come back under Steppenwolfe in that black suit and be evil? There's so much time to speculate and so much time to theorize about this, so I'm really eager to see more theories, more speculation, and then we'll be all surprised in November when Justice League comes out. Alright, thank you so much for subscribing, thank you so much for watching, I'll see you next time.